Shoot, what time is it? Ice bath time. It's time to get cold. I don't know why I do these things. Today we have JoJo who donated. Woo! We'll hop in it for 5 minutes. All right, we're hopping in for 5 minutes. We're gonna be reading from Luke chapter 14 today. And let's go. I'm not excited. That's the way every day goes. Oh no. Today we are in Luke chapter 15. The parable of the prodigal son. And he said, there was a man who had 2 sons, and the younger of them said to his father, Father, give me the share of property that is coming to me. And he divided his property between them. Not many days later, the younger son gathered all he had and took a journey, into a far country. And there he squandered his property in reckless living. Okay, basically what happens right there is he takes his father's inheritance, which an inheritance is something you give to a son after they die, after the father dies. So what he's basically saying is, Dad, you're dead to me. I don't have use for you anymore. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna live how I want to live. And when he had spent everything, a severe famine arose in that country, and he began to be in need. So he went and hired himself out to one of the citizens of that country, who sent him into his field to feed pigs. And he was longing to be fed with the pods that the pigs ate, and no one gave him anything. So right there, he was so down on his luck, and he had no food. He was wanting to have what the pigs had to eat, which is like crazy to me. But when he came to himself, he said, how many of my father's hired servants have more than enough bread, but I perish here with hunger? I will arise and go to my father, and I will say to him, Father, I have sinned against heaven and before you. I am no longer worthy to be called your son. Treat me as one of your hired servants. And he arose and came to his father. But while he was still a long way off, his father saw him and felt compassion and ran and embraced him and kissed him. So like right there, that's basically like the love Jesus had for that's basically like the love that Jesus has for us. Because no matter what we do, no matter how much we sin, no matter what happens, if we run back to the Father, he's gonna greet us with open arms and hugging and kissing us. Whew. But the father said to his servants, bring quickly, and the son said to him, Father, I have sinned against heaven and before you. I am no longer worthy to be called your son. But the father said to his servants, bring quickly the best robe and put it on him, and put a ring on his hand and shoes on his feet, and bring the fattened calf and kill it, and let us eat and celebrate. For this my son was dead and is alive again. He was lost and he is now found. And they began to celebrate. So, God tells us that when we come back to him, he's going to celebrate, and everyone around him is going to celebrate. All the angels and everyone celebrates. And heaven. I just combined heaven and celebrates to celebrates. That's weird. But everyone celebrates when a lost soul comes back to God. Now his older son was in the field, and as he came and drew near to the house, he heard music and dancing, and he called one of his servants and asked what these things meant. And he said to him, your brother has come, and your father has killed the fattened cow, because he has received him back safe and sound. But he was angry and refused to go in. His father came out and entreated him. But he answered his father, look, these many years I have served you, and I have never disobeyed you or your command. Yet you never gave me a young goat that I may celebrate with my friends. But when this son of yours, who has devoured your property with prostitutes, you killed a fattened cow for him. And he said to him, Son, you are always with me, and all that is mine is yours. It was fitting to celebrate and be glad, for this brother was dead and is now alive. He was lost and now is found. For me, that end right there makes me think, what's a time where I've been like the brother? Oh, and we're good. Whew. Ice Bay number 14.